Hello everyone, I'm Felix. Today we will take a look at the upper end of the algorithm platform, its management, orchestration, and computing power operation, the core key part of the computing power network platform orchestration management. In the NFV network function virtualization architecture, there is orchestration. This is a very interesting word, which means recruiting and arranging you. To put it bluntly, it is complete control and scheduling. The second major feature of the computing power network platform is computing power scheduling. Computing power scheduling is to perform intelligent orchestration and elastic scheduling of computing power resources in the entire network based on the computing network brain. More specifically, it is completing computing power operation and computing power service orchestration, completing the management of computing power resources and network resources, including the perception, measurement, and ohm management of computing power resources, realizing computing network operation for terminal users, and the management of computing power routing layer and network resource layer. After the computing power resources are perceived, identified, and perceived, there is also a logical process of computing power resource management in order to manage them. It mainly includes computing power registration, computing power ohm performance monitoring, fault management, and computing power operation billing management, service contracts, etc. To achieve it, it is definitely inseparable from a nerve center that controls the network, the core control part of scheduling and orchestrating the computing power network. Some operators call it the computing network brain. Computing network brain has four important functions. 1. Obtain real-time computing, network, and data resources in the entire domain, as well as the distribution of cloud, edge, and end, and build a global situation awareness map. 2. Cross-domain collaborative scheduling. Intelligently and automatically decompose the scheduling tasks of multi-domain collaboration to each enabling platform to realize resource scheduling of computing, network, and data. 3. Multi-domain fusion orchestration based on the needs of multi-domain fusion business. Flexible combination and orchestration based on demand based on the atomic capabilities of computing, network, and data. 4. Intelligent decision-making assistance based on the SLA requirements of different businesses. The overall network load, the distribution of available computing power resource pools, and other factors. Intelligently and dynamically calculate the optimal coordination strategy of computing, network, and data. The computing network management and orchestration layer maintains global static computing power, services, and network topology information, and synchronizes it to each entry computing power routing node. The computing network brain is the nerve center of the computing network, coordinating global resources, and its importance is self-evident. It goes without saying that AI, artificial intelligence, is introduced into the computing network brain. In addition to AI, operators and equipment manufacturers now plan to insert digital twins and intention engines into it to strive to improve the intelligence level of the computing network brain. Above the computing power brain is the final service operation layer. The service operation layer, to put it bluntly, provides an interface for upper-level applications to control the computing power network. The computing network brain is not the real boss, but just a big housekeeper. The real control of the network is the upper-level users and applications. The purpose of the service operation layer is to provide the computing power network with open capabilities. Key technologies include computing power trading, computing power grid connection, etc. The third major feature of the computing power network platform is computing power trading. Computing power trading is an important innovation of the computing power network. Before computing power and the network were integrated, users paid whoever's cloud computing they used and whoever's communication network they used. After computing and networking were integrated, computing power was everywhere, and it was dispatched back and forth. Who should you pay? Computing power trading is to solve this problem. In the computing power trading scenario, there will be a trusted, ubiquitous computing power trading platform. The general process is as follows. First, the computing power consumer puts forward detailed computing power requirements. Then, the computing power trading platform integrates the available resources according to the requirements and generates a computing power network resource table. According to factors such as latency and cost, there will be corresponding quotations. Next, the computing power consumer chooses a package that best suits him according to the resource table and then signs a transaction contract on the computing power trading platform. Then, the trading platform dispatches resources through the computing power network according to the contract and updates the resource information. Finally, the contract ends, the service ends, and the resources are released. In the 21st century, whenever a trading model is mentioned, a word will be involved: blockchain. Yes, that's right. The computing power trading platform also uses blockchain technology to realize functions such as distributed ledgers and anonymous transactions. In summary, the computing power network closely revolves around the computing power needs of users, covering the entire life cycle of computing power generation, scheduling, trading, and consumption. What the computing power network wants to achieve is that computing follows people and computing follows demand, achieving the ultimate perfect matching of computing power supply and demand without any compromise or waste. In recent years, computing power networks have been very popular in China. Both operators and equipment manufacturers attach great importance to this concept. The reason is very simple. Domestic operators have both network and cloud, and they especially hope to integrate and activate the resources of network and cloud. Moreover, our country attaches great importance to infrastructure construction. The computing power network is an important digital infrastructure, so operators, as state-owned enterprises, also attach great importance to the accumulation of this area, on the one hand, in order to grasp the initiative of technical standards, and on the other hand, for brand promotion and image building. The three major operators have begun to roll up on the computing power network. As the future development trend of computing power and connection power, there is no doubt that the computing power network is an inevitable integration of computing and network, and it is also the way back for the entire industry. The above is today's sharing content. Thank you for your support and viewing.